Hello, it's Luisa Valdivia, and this is one of the videos that I'll be filming for the YouTube channel Extra Credit for CSCE 111. So today we'll be talking about if statements, and I will be sort of walking you through how to run and compile if statements, how that looks like, how it works. So yeah, thank you so much for listening, and I hope you like the video. Hello, and welcome to the next video, which we're going to cover if statements and how they work. So we're back on the same file. It's the YouTube file. I've made the whole code a comment just to break it down, break each line down for you to see how each line works. So let's begin. So first, you don't have to do this, but for my example, it just makes more sense for me to give you a real life example of how this would normally work. But you don't usually have to import a scanner. But since I want to show you how it would work if a user was interacting with the code, we're obviously going to import a scanner just so we can interact with the data that a user's putting in. So first, that's the first line. We import the scanner. Then we're going to do our class, which is the YouTube class. And then we're going to do our static void so that we can get the code running. And we're going to call for the scanner. Now, this example surrounds temperature. So I'm asking the user, what's the temperature? They're going to put in a number. We did an integer, which you'll see in line 6, where we're saying that whatever the user's going to input, it has to be an integer so we can make the code work. So I'm saying, what's the temperature? And the temperature is the input. So the first if statement is, if the temperature of what the user puts in is greater than 25, then the code will print out it's hot outside. So if that number is greater than 25 in this code, that means that it's hot. However, what happens if it's not greater than 25? It doesn't fall into the condition. Well, we have two options. Either we can tell the code to stop running, the code will stop running, or we can have a command that'll say, if the input doesn't fulfill this condition, then do this, which is the else statement. So for this example, we're saying, if the temperature is not greater than 25, then else any number not greater than 25 will make the code output it's cold outside. So that's a lot of talking. So we're going to see how we're going to run this code and show you visually how this would work. So we're going to compile the code. So if you remember from our last video, you have to put in the full file. Well, first you save your code, but I already saved this. And then we're going to now make the code run. So they're asking what's the temperature. We're going to say the temperature is 30. It's hot outside. So it fulfills the first condition. It's hot outside. If the number that I put in is greater than 25, it'll print out it's hot outside, and that's exactly what it did. Now, let's see. Oh, sorry. It just printed out a past assignment. So, sorry. Now we're going to show you what it would be like if I put a number greater than 25. Or, sorry, less than 25. Java, YouTube. What's the temperature? The temperature is 10 degrees. It's cold outside. So, basically, this is how the code would work. This is how it would visually work when it realistically would work with the code is running. So, I hope you learned a little bit about if-else statements, and I'll see you in the next video.